Good morning, guys. Am I audible and visible? Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the class again. Can you see me? Am I audible and visible? Kindly reply on the chat box. Hello, Vijaya. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, Rama. Hello, Pujita, Puja, Ruchita, Likita. Hello, Meena. Good morning. Good morning, guys. So how are you all? Ready for the session? Let's start. Today we have to complete the basis of classification. Hello, Spurti. Good morning. Good morning, guys. So again, good morning all. And I hope I'm audible and visible to you all. And we will continue with the topic. As you know, the last lecture we started with Kingdom Animalia, Animal Kingdom. And we studied a little bit about the basis of classification, right? And with respect to basis of classification, first of all, we said that animals have a lot of differences in them. But again, there are some fundamental characters which are similar in different group of animals. So using that basis of the fundamental characters, we are going to classify them. So there are different fundamental characters on which we are going to classify them. First one we saw the level of organization. Okay. First one we saw the level of organization. As per the level of organization, we classified them into 4 types. Cellular level of organization, tissue level, organ level, and organ system level of organization, right? And as per the cellular level of organization, we said, okay, porifera belongs to it, sponges belong to it. Then we went on studying the tissue level organization. Now, little bit, I will ask question also to you, okay? So little quick revision, then we will move forward, okay? So I hope you are ready with your answers also. So in cellular level of organization, we say phylum porifera, sponges are the animals which come in that. Tell me what is about the division of labor? Is there some division of labor, no division of labor, or division of labor is well seen? What word you will use here? Come on. For cellular level of organization with respect to division of labor. Yes, Spurti? Yes, Kirti, absolutely right. Spurti is also right. Least division of labor, that is also right, Lakshmi. Least meaning very little division of labor is seen. So basically all the cells are doing basically all the different types of functions. Some cells, they have little bit different functions that I will tell you when we will study porifera. How some cells are having little different functions. Okay, very good. Okay. Then we have tissue level of organization. Can you tell me which phylums come under tissue level of organization? Quickly in the chat box, guys, which phylums you are going to tell me about tissue level organization? Which phylums? How many phylums are there? Cnidaria and Ctenophora, absolutely right. Cnidaria, Ctenophora. You can also say Coelentrates and Ctenophora, that is also correct. Coelenterata and Ctenophora, yes, Jyoti, that is also correct. Diksha, Isha, absolutely right. Vaishu, absolutely right. Now in tissue level of organization here, the group of cells come together and they perform a similar kind of function. So different tissues are being formed and they are doing the different functions. So here I can say there is a bit more improvised division of labor. Okay, well seen division labor. Okay, well seen division of labor is there. So work is very well divided, right? And then after tissue level of organization, we have the organ level of organization. In organ level of organization, tissues are getting assembled. Different tissues get assembled and they make an organ. Okay? And they will do a particular function, particular physiological function they will do. Which phylum we are going to say with respect to organ level of organization? Quickly, guys, in the chat box. Organ level of organization, what you will mark? Platyhelminthes. Best example, platyhelminthes, flatworms. They are the best example of organ level of organization. Very good. Acha. After organ level of organization, we see more evolution, we see more development. Now a particular function, like in platyhelminthes, to do a particular function, there was a single organ present. Okay? For respiration, excretion, single organs were there. But now with respect to the further development which is seen in organ system level of organization, we have different organs assembling together, making a system, and then doing a physiological function. Right? So different organs come together, they make an organ system, and then they will do a particular physiological function. So after organ level of organization, we are going to say organ system level of organization. And organ system level of organization starts from which phylum and still which phylum? Can you tell me in the chat box? In organ system level of organization, it starts from, yes Kirti, it starts from the Aschelminthes, the roundworms, till chordates. Absolutely right. Sai Shrikant, Pranita, Jyoti, Lakshmi, absolutely right. Dikshit also absolutely right. So from Aschelminthes to chordates. So here no problem should be there. Okay, super. So this was the one basis of classification, the organization, the level of organization in the organism's body. Okay, now moving ahead, after the level of organization, what we studied, tell me. After level of organization, which is the next basis of classification we went through? Come on. After level of organization, which is the next basis of classification we studied? Yes, absolutely right. Germ layers. Germ layers are also known as, come on, germ layer are also known as what? They are formed during the embryonic development stage. So they are also called as the embryonic layers. They are also called as the embryonic layers. What do germ layers help in? What do germ layers help? What is the purpose of germ layers? The purpose of germ layer is to make the tissues of the body. And then tissues will organize into the organ will get organized into the organ system. So basically embryonic layers function is to make the tissues. Now talking about the animal group, the animal phylums, what we are talking, initially the animals had only two germ layers. And as evolution went on, the third germ layer was formed, that was the mesoderm. So we classify as per the germ layer, the organism into two simple basic groups, diploblastic and triploblastic. Diplo meaning two germ layers, triplo meaning three germ layers. So tell me guys, in diploblastic, which germ layers are present and which one is absent? In diploblastic, which germ layer is present and which one is absent? I'm talking about the germ layer first. Tell me about the germ layer first. In diploblastic, ectoderm and endoderm is there. Mesoderm is not there. In diploblast, diplo means two. Blast means the embryonic stage. So at the diploblastic level, we only have two germ layers, ectoderm and endoderm. Absolutely right. Mesoderm is absent. And at the place of mesoderm, we have undifferentiated non-living structure, jelly-like substance, mesoglia. Absolutely right. And in the triploblastic animals, we have all the three germ layers, ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. Now tell me which phylum you will put in diploblastic. Come on, which phylum you will put in diploblastic? Quickly tell me which phylum you will add there. Which phylum is going to come under diploblastic? Which are the animals which show only two germ layers during their embryonic development? Cnidaria and Ctenophora. Absolutely right. Acha, one question, one very basic question I'm going to ask, that do you think an adult organism, an adult animal is going to show any germ layer? Will you find in any animal at their adult level, when they are adult, when they are fully grown, will you see any germ layer in an adult organism? Absolutely not. Yes, because when we say germ layer, embryonic layer, so it is only seen during embryonic stage. So just have this information. Okay, some people don't understand. They think adults also are having the three germ layers still present. It is only present during the embryonic stage. Okay. Very good. Now talking about triploblastic organisms. Talking about triploblastic organisms, from which phylum the animals have become triploblastic? They started showing three germ layers from their embryonic stage. Can you answer that, guys? Come on. Starting from Lakshmi, absolutely right. Lakshmi is ready with the answer. Answer is platyhelminthes to the chordates. Okay, starting from the platyhelminthes phylum, the flatworms, till the chordata group, all are triploblastic organisms. Absolutely right, guys. Superb, superb. Now, after the number of germ layers we discussed, what was the next topic we discussed? Come on, guys. After that, after the number of germ layers, which was the next fundamental character, which is not given in NCERT, but many indirect questions are coming from that. Some past PYQs are there. So we have to also know about that. Body plan, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Lakshmi, Pranita, Isha, Gopi. Body plan, absolutely. And there are three basic body plans in the organisms which we discussed. There is a loose cell aggregate body plan. That word is given in the NCERT, where the organism's body is assembled or made by the aggregation collection of the cells, and that is seen in porifera, loose cell aggregate body plan. Then we have the blind sac body plan and the tube within tube body plan. So what is the basic difference between blind sac body plan and tube within tube body plan, guys? Come on. What is the basic difference between the blind sac body plan and the tube within tube body plan? What is the basic difference? Come on. The basic difference is presence of openings on the body. Absolutely right, Isha. The number of openings present in the body. If the body only has one single opening through which the organism is going to eat also, and throughout the waste also, representing the both mouth and anus, then we are going to say it is a blind sac body plan. Correct? So blind sac body plan, single opening only, that is representing mouth and anus, right? So imagine a sack in which we use, we put rice here in the sack. Sack has only one opening, through which opening you will put the rice and take out the rice. So sack has only one single opening. So the lower animals, they show this body plan where they have only one opening through which the food will enter also, that is representing the mouth, and waste will exit also. Can you tell me which example we are going to say in this one? In blind sac body plan, which animal group you are going to put? Come on. In blind sac body plan, which organism you are going to put, guys? Come on. In blind sac body plan, which organism you are going to put? Cnidaria is there, absolutely right. Platyhelminthes is there, absolutely right. What about Ctenophora? What about Ctenophora? I said last time. What about Ctenophora? Ctenophora aap rakhoge? Will you put Ctenophora in blind sac body plan? Will you put Ctenophora in blind sac body plan? No. Ledu. Yes, it's not there. Ctenophora, we said, okay, it is having two separate openings, mouth and anus. Okay, so Ctenophora is little different. Okay, with respect to its phylum, it's a very lower phylum, Ctenophora, but it has two separate openings. So Cnidaria and Platyhelminthes, you will remember that is the blind sac body plan. And what does the body plan tells you about? The body plan also tells you about the digestive system. So I told you to connect the body plan with respect to digestive system also. So blind sac body plan only has one opening, which is representing mouth and anus. So what we will say about this digestive system? Is it complete or incomplete? Come on. What we will say blind sac body plan? Blind sac body plan only has one opening. So we will say the digestive system is incomplete. So Cnidaria, you studied also Cnidaria. Yeah, they have an opening present on the hypostome. Hypostome, what do you remember? On the hypostome, a little elevated part on which the mouth is present. So that mouth is that is mouth also, and that is anus also, we can say indirectly, because the food and the waste ultimately goes through that only, comes in and goes out. So that is incomplete digestive system. Moving ahead to tube within tube body plan. Tube within tube body plan, there are two openings. One is mouth, one is anus. So there are two separate openings. Entry, exit alag hai. Entry and exit is absolutely different. And when tube within tube body plan is present, we say the digestive system is complete. What we say? The digestive system is going to be complete. And from which phylum tube within tube body plan starts? Okay, if we just keep Ctenophora aside, which are the phylum will show tube within tube body plan? Tube within tube body plan. Can we say start from Aschelminthes? Yes. It starts from the Aschelminthes and goes till the end, that is chordata. Absolutely right. So I will say Aschelminthes till chordata, they show complete digestive system. There are two separate openings. So with respect to body plan, we have also covered little bit about the digestive system as well. Clear? Now, after this today, I think that was it. I think we studied till here only. We studied till the body plans. Now we will go ahead and we will talk about the other remaining basis of classification points. So other students, are you getting me, guys? Some new students have also might have joined. So you would have also got a quick revision what we studied the last time. Okay, and it's very basic right now. This much I believe everyone knows very well. Okay, only if you do a very silly mistake, you will go wrong in these topics, or else it is very easy to score the marks in this part. Okay, now moving ahead, guys. Now we will talk about the other basis of classification points. So topic is kingdom Animalia, and today what we are going to learn in this module is we are going to talk about body symmetry and segmentation. What we are going to talk about? Body symmetry and segmentation. So let us first start with body symmetry. So when we talk about body symmetry, okay, does body symmetry is a common feature to all the animals? Does many animals show same type of symmetry? Can we classify them? Yes. So basically all the animals can be grouped under three groups, under three basic symmetry pattern. That is, some organisms are asymmetrical. Some organisms are asymmetrical. If you try to divide them into two equal halves, okay, where the line is passing or the plane is passing through the median plane or the midline of the body, you will not be able to divide them. So they are asymmetrical animals. That's why they are asymmetrical, because you cannot divide them into two equal halves. Similarly, but if you see another organisms, if you pass a midline through the central axis of the body or the line passing through the median plane, the body parts are divided equally in different planes, not in one plane but different plane. So if you have a jellyfish, if you have a hydra, if you have Adamsia, sea anemone, okay, if you have an adult echinodermata, if you have adult let's say starfish, so there are multiple planes, okay, not only just one single plane through the central axis, there are multiple planes which can pass through the central axis through the median plane, and still you will get two equal half of the body, okay, two symmetrical halves of the body, but through multiple planes. So but obvious, if there are multiple planes dividing the body into two equal halves, or I can say any plane, in NCERT, see, there are two ways of saying radial symmetry. Either any plane passing through the central axis of the body, dividing them into two equal halves, or multiple planes passing through the central axis, dividing the body into equal halves. That will be your radial symmetry. But if there is only one median plane, one single plane, which is dividing the body into two equal halves, and that will be called as your bilateral symmetry. So first of all, let's see what does symmetry means. What is the meaning of symmetry? What is the meaning of symmetry? So symmetry means a similarity in shape and number of parts. Similarity in what, guys? Similarity in shape and number of parts. Similarity in shape and number of parts on the either side of the body. Okay, I will just bring the definition again. So what is the meaning? Similarity in shape, number of the parts on the either side of the body. Just hold on. It means what? Similarity in shape, number of the parts on the opposite side of the body. So similarity in shape of body parts on the either side of the median plane of the body. Okay, and if it is not there, simply we will say the animals can be classified into asymmetrical, bilaterally symmetrical, radially symmetrical. Asymmetrical, no plane is there dividing the animal into two equal halves. Radial symmetry, any plane passing through the central axis is dividing the body into two equal halves, or there are more than one plane which is passing through the central axis and dividing the body into two equal halves. Bilateral symmetry, only one single plane is present which is passing through the central axis of the body, and that is dividing them into two halves. So talking about asymmetrical animals, their body cannot be divided by any plane, okay, into two equal parts. Best example, sponges. So sponges, porifera, we know they are asymmetrical, okay. However, there are some sponges which show radial symmetry, but you don't have to worry, that is not the part of our curriculum. Sponges generally are asymmetrical. Majority of the sponges are asymmetrical, okay? But there are some which show radial symmetry. So listen to me. Some sponges may show radial symmetry, very few of them. Like Leucosolania. You might have heard the word Leucosolania sponge, okay? The white basket sponge, also known as, and that shows the radial symmetry. Okay, should you remember this? Should you not? I feel somewhere in the side you should write it down, because why I'm saying this? Because it is a PYQ, very old PYQ. But again, looking at the trend of the examination, we have seen all different kinds of tough paper, medium paper, easy paper. Still, they are not asking such questions. So for sponges, for our NEET exam, we will remember it is asymmetrical. Can you tell me another animal of another phylum which is asymmetrical? Other than sponge, which animal I can write? Other than porifera, I can write which animal which is asymmetrical? Other than sponge, which example should I add here? Come on, in the chat box, guys, okay? I need your answer, come on. हाइड्रा एसिमेट्रिकल नहीं है भाई, हाइड्रा तो रेडियली सिमेट्रिकल है ना, हाइड्रा इज रेडियली सिमेट्रिकल. हाइड्रा नो, हाइड्रा ले दो. Other than sponge, which one is asymmetrical? Come on. Yes, mollusca. Mollusca, are all mollusca asymmetrical, or you want to say some example of mollusca? Mollusca, by the way, is bilaterally symmetrical. Mollusca, as a generally we say the phylum is bilaterally symmetrical. Yes, very good, Isha. Now you are telling the right answer. From mollusca, we can add snail here. Okay. From mollusca, what we can add here? Snails. So sponges and snails, you should remember, they are asymmetrical. Sponges, due to their shell, a coiled shell, there is a torsion, twisting of it. So we cannot divide the body into the two equal halves. So there is no such symmetry present in the snails. So just remember snail as well. That is an asymmetrical animal. Come on, moving ahead. Radially symmetrical animals. Radially symmetrical animals, the body can be divided or cut into similar halves into number of planes. Okay. So see, there is multiple planes. This is sea anemone. In front of you, there is sea anemone. You can see plane 1, plane 2, plane 3 passing through the central axis of the body. So there are multiple planes through which the body can be divided into two equal halves or any plane. So one example is sea anemone. Another example is your adult echinodermata starfish. Okay. So radially symmetrical organisms, which group you will answer? What examples you will put in radially symmetrical, guys? Tell me. Radially symmetrical, which animal groups you will say? Come on. Radially symmetrical. In NCERT, the definition is any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the animal body into two equal halves. Any plane. It means that there is more than one plane. Okay. So we can say here, okay, Cnidaria comes. एक तो Cnidaria हो जाएगा radially symmetrical में. Then after Cnidaria, we can add Ctenophora also in radially symmetrical, and then we can say adult echinodermates. Adult echinodermates. Okay. Anything else you think, guys? Yeah. Echinodermata is there, but we have to remember adult echinodermate. Starfish, brittle star, okay, sea urchins, all that will be radially symmetrical, but adult one. What about the larva then? What about the larva? NCERT, they have given clear-cut line. Adult echinodermates are radially symmetrical and larva shows which one? Very good. Benita, Gopi, absolutely Likita, right? That is bilaterally symmetrical. Very important point. Adult echinodermates are showing radially symmetry and their larva shows bilateral symmetry. Okay. So after this points, we can go ahead. Okay. Moving ahead. Last, after radially symmetrical organism, we will talk about bilateral symmetrical organisms. So bilaterally symmetrical animals. In bilaterally symmetrical animals, the body can be bisected. The body can be bisected only by a single plane. Only a single plane of the body is dividing them into how many halves? Two equal halves. So only one single plane is there, or a vertical plane passing through the central axis of the body, dividing them into two equal halves. You can see there is a lobster here belonging to arthropoda. Now talking about body symmetry, Bilaterally symmetrical organisms. In bilaterally symmetrical organisms, which example you will put? Which phylum to which phylum you will say bilateral symmetry is there? Come on. Which phylum to which phylum, guys? Come on. So bilateral symmetry, quickly. Which one you will put in bilateral? Come on. First one will come. Starting from where? Can I say starting from platyhelminthes? Starting from platyhelminthes to chordates. Yes. Exception is what? Exception we said adult echinoderm. Yes, from platyhelminthes to chordates. What is the exception? Exception is the adult echinoderm. And one example of mollusca, that is snail. Are we clear with this? Body symmetry is done. Yes, guys, body symmetry done. Okay, now moving to the next, our next basis of classification. Now, next basis of classification after body symmetry, we will go to body segmentation. Okay, let's talk about body segmentation, and in body segmentation, we talk about a phenomena called as metamerism. So, what is body segmentation? When there are repeating segments present on the body, we say the body is segmented. When the body is divided into repeating segments, we say the body is segmented. Now, we add a little more to this definition when there is external segment also present. And that external segment coincides with internal segments, means external segmentation is also seen. And when we go inside the body, we see internally segmentation is also present. So when the external segmentation coincides with the internal segmentation, now we add further to this definition. Now in this segments, if there is few repetition of some organs, if there are some organs which are repeating one after the another in the segments, we say the organism body is metamerically segmented. Are you getting me, guys? I have divided the definition into three parts, right? What is segmentation first? The body shows repeating segments or repeating units are present on the body, then it is called as segmentation. Now, segmentation can be seen on tapeworm also. Segmentation can be seen on tapeworm. Tapeworm also, small units are there. But is it a metameric segmentation? Will I say it is a metameric segmentation? No, it is not a metameric segmentation. It is a false segmentation. It is a pseudo segmentation. There is no internal segmentation present inside. Okay? So to understand metameric segmentation, we need to say when body is divided or repeated into units or segments with external segmentation coinciding with internal segment, means external be segmented dikh raha hai, inside also you are able to see the segmentation, and there is few serial repetition, back-to-back repetition of some organs, then only we will say the organism body is metamerically segmented. And what are each segment called as? Okay, the body will be metamerically segmented. In a metameric segmented body, what are each segment called as? Each segment will be called as metameres. Each segment will be called as metameres. Absolutely right, Likita. They will be called as metamere. And this phenomena, if this phenomena is present, this thing is seen, this whole thing is called as metamerism. Okay, this phenomena will be described as the metamerism. Are we clear with this, guys? So let us see the definition. Body segmentation. In body segmentation, we need to speak about metamerism. It is a series of successive units. Back-to-back successive units are present. Okay? And these are also called as segments. Series of successive units are present, arranged along the length of the body. Right? When external segment, this is very important point, when the external segment coincides with what? the internal segmentation, then it is called as animal as metamerically segmented. We will call the animal as metamerically segmented. And the best example for metamerically segmented organisms is the phylum Annelida. And from phylum Annelida, most of the organisms are metamerically segmented. Okay? And best example shown here is your earthworm. Right now you can see external segments, but when we do the dissection and look it inside, the body is internally segmented also. Are we clear? Yes. So Annelida definitely is there in the metameric segmentation. Now, which are the other phylums we can add to this? Which are the other phylums we can add to segmentation? Segmentation will be also seen in Arthropoda and Chordata. Okay. Segmentation will be also seen in Arthropoda and Chordata. So total 3 phylum we will say: Annelida, Arthropoda, Chordata. Where you can confirm this in NCERT? Come on, students who have studied very well, where you will confirm this point that Arthropoda, Annelida and Chordata show segmentation? Where you will see it? Where it is given? Is it given in theory? In theory only Annelida is mentioned. You will see the table. You will see the table after the completion of the chapter in the NCERT. You can see in the table. In table it is clearly mentioned. Segmentation is seen in Arthropoda also, Chordata also, Annelida also. Okay, very important point. Please highlight that. Are we clear? Now, we can also say metameric segmentation is also seen in Arthropoda, Annelida and Chordata. So first point, segmentation is seen in Arthropoda, Annelida, Chordata. Yes. Metameric segmentation is also seen. Yes. Okay. Are we clear with this, guys? Segmentation clear? So don't forget Annelida, Arthropoda and Chordata showing the segmentation. Okay? Moving ahead. Now after segmentation part, moving ahead. Okay, why we are going back here? Okay, body segmentation is done. Now moving ahead, after body segmentation, what is the basis of classification we are going to talk about? Okay, this is done here. Okay, now next, what will be next? I think next left is silo. What is next left? Silo. Okay. Body cavity or coelom. Very, very important topic. Body cavity or coelom. So let us jump to body cavity or coelom. Let's see. So what is body cavity or coelom, guys? Come on, define. Where you will find the body cavity or coelom? Between which wall and which wall? Between which and which wall you will say the body cavity is present? Between the body wall and the gut wall. Between the body wall and the gut wall, we will say the body cavity or coelom is present. Okay. So moving ahead, let's see, slides has opened or not. Still not opened. Yeah, open. Okay, going ahead, guys, body cavity or coelom. Okay, so coelom. What is a coelom? Coelom is the space or a body cavity between, correct, between the body wall and the alimentary canal. Between the body wall and the alimentary canal is your gut also. So the body cavity present between the body wall and the gut wall. So as you can see, the outer layer is the body wall. Okay, a little bit labeling mistake is there in this diagram. So we can say like this. Let's say we have a body wall. What do we have? We have this as the body wall. Okay, so this is our body wall, and then we have our gut. What we have here? This is our gut. Okay, this is our gut and this is our body wall. Now in between, whatever cavity you see will be your body cavity or coelom. So we will do the quick labeling. This will be your body wall. Okay, and this will be your gut wall. And whatever cavity you see here, this will be your coelom. This will be your coelom. But something is missing here. Something is missing. The coelom should be lined by what also I should say? The coelom should be also lined by what, guys? ये body wall हो गया, ये gut wall हो गया. This is your alimentary canal and this is the coelom. So coelom, cavity present between gut wall and body wall. Coelom or body cavity is present between the gut wall and the body wall. Only one thing I am missing. The coelom should be lined by what? The coelom externally and internally. Externally and internally should be lined by mesoderm. Exactly. So what I need to show here is mesoderm. So I need to show a mesoderm layer present here also. Okay. The red color cell layer will become the mesoderm here. Okay. And here also surrounding the gut wall. Surrounding the gut wall. Are we clear with this, guys? Yes. So what is body cavity? What is body cavity? Body cavity is coelom. It is present between the body wall and the gut wall. Okay? And coelom is lined internally and externally. See, externally here on the body wall, it is lined by mesoderm, and at the gut wall also it is lined by mesoderm. Are we clear? Now little bit more information I will tell you. Or you can tell me. Chalo. Body wall is made by which germ layer? Tell me. Body wall is made by which germ layer? Body wall, technically speaking, is made by your germ layer ectoderm. And talking about gut wall is made by which germ layer? Gut wall is made by your endoderm germ layer. Yes? Gut wall is made by endoderm. So the green color part which you see, the green color cells, okay, the green color lining is the gut wall. That is made by endoderm. The purple color outside ring, that is the body wall, that is made by the cells ectoderm. And the body cavity, coelom, what you see, the coelom, what you see, the body cavity, it is formed by splitting of the mesoderm. It is formed by splitting of the mesoderm. So eventually what happens? This whole space was filled with mesoderm. Then mesoderm splitted. So one layer lined the body wall, another layer lined the gut wall, and then we got the body cavity. So what is a proper definition of a coelom? Coelom is a body cavity present between body wall and gut wall. And it is lined by what? It is lined by mesoderm. Mesoderm is lining the coelom on the body wall also. Mesoderm is lining on it the gut wall also. This is a true definition or a proper definition of a coelom. Are we clear with this, guys? So to make coelom, which germ layer is important? Understanding this definition, which germ layer is important to make the mesoderm? Which germ layer is important to make the coelom? I just gave away the answer, and the answer is mesoderm. To make coelom, you require mesoderm. So, but obvious, if the organism is diploblastic, can they ever have coelom? Can they ever have a coelom? If an organism is diploblastic organism we study, they have ectoderm, endoderm, they will never have mesoderm. So they will be always, diploblast animals are acoelomates. They are without any coelom. Are we clear? Yes? So diploblastic animals are acoelomates. So your Cnidaria, your Ctenophora, they are acoelomate. Coelom possibility will come when the organism is triploblastic. Okay? But there is also a twist. There is small twist in that also. Just being triploblastic, you cannot be a coelomate. For that, you need to split the mesoderm. For that, you need to make a proper splitting of mesoderm, then the cavity will be formed. Okay? So going ahead, I hope this basic part is clear to you all. Okay? So see, what is the point written? Coelom is a space between the body wall and the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is gut wall, which is produced by the splitting of the mesoderm. Okay? This is what I tried to explain during embryonic development. So again, coelom formation occurs during your embryonic development because it is made by mesoderm. And mesoderm was present in embryonic development. So coelom formation happens in the embryonic development stage. Okay? Now, first we will talk about the types of coelom. What are the three different types of coelom seen in organisms? Three different types of coelom seen is acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomates. Acoelomate, pseudocoelomate, and coelomates. So what are acoelomate organism? In acoelomate organism, there is no coelom, but there is a twist. In acoelomate, we have two groups. We have diploblastic acoelomate, we have triploblastic acoelomate. Okay? So let's talk about phylum wise. Phylum Porifera. We don't discuss germ layer also there. So do you think we will discuss any body cavity or coelom with respect to Porifera? No. Okay? Sir, cavity is present in sponge, that is spongocoel. That is not a proper body cavity or a coelom. So Porifera acoelomate bol denge. Cnidaria and Ctenophora, they are diploblastic. They don't have the mesoderm. So since they don't have the mesoderm, we are saying they are diploblastic acoelomates. Cnidaria and which one? Ctenophora, diploblastic acoelomate. Okay, coming to the next phylum, Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes very happy. Platyhelminthes was very happy. Okay, I am the first one to get the mesoderm. Yes, Platyhelminthes in the evolutionary trend line, if you see, Platyhelminthes was the first one to get the mesoderm. We will say Platyhelminthes is triploblastic. Platyhelminthes is triploblastic. Body wall is there, ectoderm, gut wall is there, endoderm. And between body wall and gut wall, the whole space was filled with mesoderm. So in Platyhelminthes, mesoderm is there. But is the mesoderm splitting? Tell me in the chat box. In Platyhelminthes, will the mesoderm split? Did it split? It will not split. And it will not form the coelom. So in Platyhelminthes, very sad, okay, Platyhelminthes got the mesoderm, but mesoderm didn't split. That's why Platyhelminthes is triploblastic acoelomate example. Platyhelminthes already is triploblastic, we know that. But the mesoderm didn't split in them. So we say they are triploblastic acoelomate. And only one example of phylum is there, which is triploblastic acoelomate, Platyhelminthes. So you have to be careful. So when you talk about acoelomates, what do we say? When you talk about acoelomates, we say there is diploblastic acoelomate and there is triploblastic acoelomate. Okay, diploblastic acoelomate and triploblastic acoelomate. Okay, let's quickly look some of the diagram here. So let's say this is our body wall here. What is this? This is our body wall. Here also there is body wall. Okay, acha. Then we can also say there is gut wall. What is there? Gut wall is also there. Just hold on, we will draw again. Okay, so here we have the body wall. Here there is also body wall. Body wall is made by ectoderm. So both have the body wall, no problem. Then we have the gut wall. What is there? There is gut wall present. Okay, ये gut wall हो गया. This is the gut wall. Body wall, ectoderm. Gut wall, that is your alimentary canal wall. Endoderm. Now, what is there? In diploblastic, is there any mesoderm? In diploblastic, there is no mesoderm. What is there here present? There is a watery jelly-like fluid present here. Yes or no? The watery jelly-like fluid, you call it as mesoglia. What is there present here? Mesoglia. Okay. So I will do the quick labeling. Okay. So what is this? This is body wall. Body wall is common to both of them. That is made by your germ layer, ectoderm. Then what is this? This is your gut wall. Gut wall is present here also. And what it is made up of? It is made up of the endoderm. Right? Now in diploblastic, mesoderm is absent. We know mesoderm is absent. And at the place of mesoderm, they have undifferentiated layer. Which layer? Undifferentiated layer. Undifferentiated jelly-like layer, that will be called as the mesoglia. That will be called as the mesoglia. Correct? Now in triploblastic, mesoglea is a non-living undifferentiated layer. Now in triploblastic, what you will get? In triploblastic, you got here mesoderm beta. इधर क्या आ गया? इधर आ गया तेरा mesoderm. Okay, here you got the mesoderm. Here it is fully filled with mesoderm. Okay, fully filled with mesoderm, absolutely filled with the mesoderm here. Okay, so this is the mesoderm which is filled here. Okay, so at the place of mesoglea in triploblastic, we will say what we got. We got the mesoderm. What we got? Mesoderm. So you can see body wall, gut wall, and in between that you will say you got the mesoderm. What you got here? You got the mesoderm. Now if you see carefully, the mesoderm will not split here. The mesoderm is not going to split. Body wall, ectoderm, gut wall, endoderm, mesoderm in between them, but mesoderm is not splitting here. That's why I'm saying acoelomate. Na? Acoelomate means no body cavity. So diploblastic people, they don't have mesoderm. They have mesoglea at the place of that. So which are the organism I will put in diploblastic? Come on, tell me. The organism which I put in diploblastic. In diploblastic, I shall write Cnidaria. And I shall write the Ctenophora. These two groups. Okay. And then talking about triploblastic. See, we are studying acoelomate. Acoelomate study kar rahe. Which is the triploblastic acoelomate. In triploblastic acoelomate, only one example will come. That is your platyhelminthes. What will come, guys? Platyhelminthes will come. Are we clear with this? Come on, guys. Quickly in the chat box, thumbs up, whatever. Tell me yes, no, you understood, not understood this part. Are we clear with triploblastic acoelomate, guys? So we will move to next part, pseudocoelomates. Next is pseudocoelomates. Yes. Now further evolution happened. Okay, very good. Chalo. Now further evolution happened, and now we are going to talk about the pseudocoelomates. Pseudocoelomates. Now what happened in pseudocoelomates? In pseudocoelomate, basically again, I will show the same diagram. Okay. So we have the body wall here, no problem. Again, we have the gut wall, no problem. And then, what do we have? Again, we have the mesoderm, okay? So have a little patience so I can fill this again. So we have the mesoderm again here. Now what happened in pseudocoelomates? In pseudocoelomates, the mesoderm started showing splitting. The mesoderm started showing splitting. Platyhelminthes, it didn't happen. But after platyhelminthes, the next group is aschelminthes, right? After platyhelminthes, the next group is aschelminthes. And in aschelminthes, okay, evolution decided, okay, we will make some body cavity, we will make some coelom. Let's try to split the mesoderm. Okay? So they tried to split the mesoderm, but they were unsuccessful. Aschelminthes animal group, they tried to show the splitting, but splitting was not complete. There were scattered pouches. We need uniform body cavity. We need uniform coelom. So there should be a proper splitting in the mesoderm. But in pseudocoelomates, the splitting started, but randomly. Okay? It didn't form a complete body cavity. So we got random pouches here and there. So it is called as scattered pouches. Okay? Spread out. Small chinna pouches are there. So what happened here is, like this we can say, scattered pouches started appearing. Okay? Scattered pouches were seen like this. Okay? So this black color cavity is your scattered pouches. So like this we will say scattered pouches started appearing. Okay? And due to this, they show the body cavity, they have the coelom, but it is not a proper true coelom. There is not proper splitting of the mesoderm. There is scattered pouches present in the mesoderm layer. So these are the pseudocoelomates. And which example I will put here? Only one single example comes. The aschelminthes. Many times the question is coming on this. Aschelminthes are the pseudocoelomates. There is no other Example of pseudocoelomates. Okay, Ascalmanthus bolo, nematoda bolo, roundworms bolo. Okay, they might ask you the phylum, they might ask you the common name, they may ask you the general name, they may ask you Ascaris, they may ask you the other example, Filariasis, pinworm, and all that things. They will ask. Okay, so if they're asking phylum, it becomes a very easy question. But if they are asking the example, like if I say, do Sinorhabditis elegans show pseudocoelomate or pseudocoelom? What is your answer? Sinorhabditis elegans is showing pseudocoelom. Is it true or false? Is it true or false, guys? Come on. Sinorhabditis elegans, will it show? Now, see, first of all, when someone reads Sinorhabditis elegans, C elegans, full form, that is there in your Human Genome Project, is there, na? Sinorhabditis elegans is there. For that, we have also completed the Genome Project, and it is a nematode. It is a roundworm. So, it is showing pseudocoelom. So, see, you don't have to get scared. I've just used a very dangerous name of a nematode suddenly, which is not there in the animal kingdom, but it is given somewhere in the NCERT. Na? So it is a nematode only. Are you getting me, guys? Are yes or no? Are we clear with this? Acha. What is Melodygyna incognita? What is Melodygyna incognita? What it is? You will say, sir, where are you going? Next we will talk about eucoelomates or true coelomates. Melodygyna incognita, yes. क्या है? Nematode है. So if I say Sinorhabditis elegans and Melodygyna incognita both are pseudocoelomates, so you should say yes. Okay, that is a pseudocoelomate. Okay, see now this is to make you just trouble, but that example is given as a nematode. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so eucoelomate or true coelomate. So what is happening here? Successfully completed the splitting of the mesoderm. Completing the splitting of the mesoderm. So we have the body wall. Okay, then we have the gut wall that is made by endoderm, and we have the mesoderm here. Mesoderm is getting splitted. Mesoderm is getting splitted, guys. Okay, mesoderm is getting splitted, so it is lining the body wall also. So as you can see, I'm making a layer of mesoderm surrounding the body wall, and since the mesoderm has splitted, it will also surround the gut wall. So now you can see a true coelom here. Okay, sometimes we divide like this also. Okay, now you're getting a proper body cavity. You are able to see the body wall. Okay, so this becomes your body wall that is made by the germ layer, ectoderm. The green color layer is your gut wall that is made by the endoderm germ layer, and then we have this true coelom, a proper coelom, okay, that is lined by mesoderm. Please look at the lining. Mesoderm lining is present here also. If you see, mesoderm lining is here also, and mesoderm lining is here also. See, look at this. So your coelom should be properly both the sides, from the body wall also and from the gut wall also, it should be lined by mesoderm. Then only we say it is a true coelom. Are we clear with this, guys? And starting from which phylum, I will say we are having coelomates or true coelomates, starting from the phylum Annelida. So from Annelida to Chordata. Annelida से लेके Chordata तक. From Annelida to Chordata, I will say they are what, guys? They are showing true coelom. Are we clear with this, guys? Yes or no? Tell me. Come on. Is coelom okay? Will you able to solve the questions of coelom? No problem with the coelom questions. In the chat box, guys, waiting for your answer. Come on, please reply. Very good. Chalo, very good, guys. Okay. Correct. ठीक है. Very nice. Okay. Next. Moving ahead. So that completes your coelom part. That completes what, guys? That completes your coelom part. After coelom, what is left? After coelom, what is the next basis of classification left? Come on. What is the next basis of classification? Okay. Let's go a little bit into NCERT also. Okay. So in biology class, we have to look at little bit NCERT also. What little bit? Every bit we have to see. Yeah. Okay. So let's quickly see. I think last time I completed till this part. Okay. In organ system, we have discussed about digestive system also. Digestive system we already discussed. In organ system, we discussed this, right? The fundamental characters with respect to physiological systems are also similar. Digestive system and circulatory system we discussed. Complete and incomplete digestive system. Then we talked about circulatory system also. In open type, the blood is pumped directly into the body cavities. The blood is bathing the organs and the tissues and the cells. Whereas in closed type, the blood is circulating in a closed circulation in the artery, capillary and veins. So blood is confined to the blood vessels. There is no bathing of the organs by the blood. So that is closed. In closed, we said, what are the examples in closed? Come on, guys. What are the examples given in closed? What you will write in closed? In closed, you will write annelida, and in closed, you will write chordata. And I also said the cephalopoda group of the mollusca. Okay? Annelida, chordata. For neat point of view, you can remember annelida and chordata. Little bit extra knowledge. Cephalopoda class of mollusca, they also show closed type of circulation. Talking about open type of circulation, open type you will say arthropoda, open type, hemichordata, open type circulation, mollusca except the cephalopoda class which we said. But for NEET exam, for our exam guys, when the question is asking generally, so go as per NCERT. So when generally the question is asked, mollusca is having open circulatory system, yes. When generally it is asked that chordata is having closed circulatory system, yes. In the last class I told you urochordata show open circulatory system, but if the question is asked in a general manner, okay, there is no differentiation given in the question, they are asking generally for chordata, or a statement is coming chordata is having closed circulation, you need to mark that. Are we clear, guys? Acha, we discussed the symmetry also. Animals can be categorized on the basis of their symmetry. Okay, radial symmetry. Now look at the definition. Any plane passes through the center of the body, does not divide them to equal halves. So we have to look at the NCERT definition also, but this definition can be changed also when the question is asked. Okay, the manner of asking can be changed. Okay, when any plane passing through the central axis of the body divides the organism into two equal halves. And see, now what is the language here used? Any plane. What plane? When any plane passing through the central axis, or more than one plane also we can say passing through the central axis, will be your radial symmetry. And what is their radial symmetry? Coelentrates, ctenophora, echinoderms. Here please in the bracket write down adult echinoderms. I hope you have written that already. Okay, Coelentrata, ctenophora and adult echinoderm will show radial symmetry. Okay. Then animals like Annelida, Arthropoda, etc. The body can be divided into two identical halves, left and right halves. Only one plane is there. So bilateral symmetry, only one plane, right? Then moving ahead, we also discussed the diploblastic and triploblastic. Go as per the NCERT diagram also. See, this diagram is showing you what here? This is diploblastic, this is triploblastic. This is diploblastic acoelomate, this is triploblastic acoelomate, right? We can see the ectoderm making the body wall. We can see the gut wall made by the endoderm. What we can see here? We can see the gut wall which is made by endoderm. You can write down yourself also. You can write down endoderm, gut wall, ectoderm, body wall, and at the place of mesoderm, you have the mesoglia. Then in this diagram is for triploblastic acoelomate. What is this diagram for? Triploblastic acoelomate. We have the body wall made by ectoderm. In the middle, we have the mesoderm. Then we have the gut wall made by the endoderm. So all three germ layers are seen, but no coelom is seen. That's why I am saying diploblastic acoelomate, triploblastic acoelomate. Okay. Moving ahead, talking with respect to coelom. Now again, the diagram is important. Triploblastic acoelomate platyhelminthes, pseudocoelomate scattered pouches, and you can see a proper coelom where it is lined by mesoderm on the body wall also and on the gut wall also. So a true coelom has lining of mesoderm both on the body wall also and the gut wall also. Are we clear with this, guys? See what they have written: presence or absence of a cavity between the body wall and the gut wall is very important in classification. The body cavity which is lined by mesoderm is called as coelom. Very important line. A body cavity lined by mesoderm. If the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm, it is not a true coelom. Animals possessing coelom are called as coelomates. Which example they have given? Annelida, mollusca, arthropoda, echinoderms, hemichordata and chordata. In some animals, the body cavity is not lined by mesoderm. Instead, the mesoderm is present in scattered pouches. So first of all, when you look at the pseudocoelom diagram, you can see mesoderm is not there, but it is not properly lining the cavity. Okay, not properly lining the cavity. So in some animals, the body cavity is not lined by the mesoderm. Instead, the body cavity is present in scattered pouches, or mesoderm is present as scattered pouches. Mesoderm is present at scattered pouches. That is very important. In between the ectoderm and endoderm, such a body cavity is pseudocoelom. Animals are pseudocoelomates. Only one phylum example, Aschelminthes. The animals which body cavity is absent, they are called as acoelomate. Example, Platyhelminthes. We can say your Cnidaria and Ctenophora are also there. Then segmentation. In segmentation, what they are saying? In some animals, the body is externally and internally divided into segments with serial repetition, back-to-back repetition of at least some organs, and this is seen in earthworm. The body shows this pattern is called metameric segmentation, and the phenomenon is known as the metamerism. Okay, that we did. And notochord also we discussed in the previous class only. Notochord, first of all, is a mesodermally derived structure. Where it is present? It is present on the dorsal side. Where it is present? Dorsal side. Below the dorsal nerve cord or above the dorsal nerve cord? Can you tell me, guys? It is present below the dorsal nerve cord or above the dorsal nerve cord? Come on, let me see how many are paying attention. Notochord is present dorsally in the embryonic stage. Is it present below the dorsal nerve cord or above? You will say below. We can also use the word ventral. Notochord is ventral to the dorsal nerve cord, because dorsal nerve cord is the most dorsal structure. And then we have the notochord. Okay, it's a rod-like structure, stiff rod-like structure formed during embryonic development. Animals with notochord chordates, and those which do not have the notochord, they are called as non-chordates. And the chordates which develop their notochord into vertebral column, they will be called as vertebrates. So notochord, yes. Chordata, not there, non-chordata. From porifera to hemichordata, all are non-chordata. In chordata, if the notochord develops into the vertebral column, we call them as vertebrates. And if in chordates, the notochord doesn't develop in the vertebral column, then what we will say? Come on, guys. How many are awake? Let me check. How many are awake? Come on. My question again. Chordates. Listen to the question and answer. Relax. Listen to the question and answer. Chordates in which the notochord develops into vertebral column, they are called as vertebrates. Now, what are the chordates which have notochord but they don't show development into vertebral column? One answer, invertebrate, is correct. Invertebrate is correct, but I need a different answer. I need a little different answer because porifera to hemichordata is also invertebrate, na baba? Ha, correct. Protochordate is the answer. Yes, Isha and Sumida, you got me right. See, invertebrate is also the right answer, but invertebrate consists of porifera till hemichordata and urochordata and cephalochordata. Urochordata, cephalochordata together, what they are called? Urochordata and cephalochordata together, very good Vijaya, they are called as protochordates. So this we will study when we will talk about the, the chordata phylum. So protochordate is the answer which was needed, right guys? So with this, I say we complete the basis of classification. We will just go through the table and let us visualize this table also given here. Okay. This is the line which was I was telling you. This line very important. Echinodermata exhibits radial or bilateral symmetry depending on the stage. So if it is adult, it will be showing radial symmetry, and if it is a larva, it will show bilateral symmetry. Correct? And then they have given the classification here. Kingdom Animalia, first they are classifying with respect to level of organization. See here, if you see, there is fundamental characters, level of organization, body symmetry, body cavity or coelom, and then they are writing the phylum. So as per the level of organization, they have classified the animals into cellular and then tissue, organ and organ system level. Cellular level organization will show what symmetry? Mostly asymmetrical. Cellular level organization are acoelomate. And what is the only phylum? Porifera. Then in the organism or the animal kingdom group, whichever have tissue, organ system level of organization, they will be classified as per the symmetry into radial and bilateral. Okay, so either you have tissue, organ or organ system. Either you have tissue, organ or organ system. Mostly you will be coming under radial and bilateral, except some example like snails going under asymmetry. Okay, so either animal is tissue, organ or organ system, it will show radial or bilateral symmetry. If it shows radial symmetry, the body coelom will be absent. So if you notice, whichever animal is radially symmetrical, they are acoelomates, except adult echinoderms. Adult echinoderms, they are having the coelom. Are we clear with this? So moving ahead, tissue, organ system, radial bilateral symmetry classification. Radial symmetry है तो mostly acoelomate है. Acoelomate कौन है? Coelenterate and ctenophora. So both are diploblastic acoelomates. Then if it is bilateral symmetry, in bilateral symmetry you can see acoelomate, pseudocoelomate and coelomates. So bilateral. So see, I can make a question on this. Bilateral symmetrical animals can have any of the coelom. They may have no coelom, they may have pseudocoelom, or they may have true coelom. Is this a true statement? Bilateral symmetrical organisms may show all the three. Bilateral symmetrical organism may show all the three coelom. Yes? Is my statement correct? Bilateral symmetrical organism may show any of the coelomic cavity. They may be acoelomate, they may be pseudocoelomate, they may be true coelomate. So bilateral acoelomate is your platyhelminthes. Because platyhelminthes bilaterally symmetrical, but they are acoelomate, they are triploblastic acoelomates. Here the acoelomate was no germ layer at all here. In your Coelenterata and ctenophora, we are saying diploblastic acoelomate. This acoelomate platyhelminthes is triploblastic acoelomate. With false coelom, we have pseudocoelomate, escalmenthes, and then with true coelom starting from annelida to everyone till chordata. From annelida to chordata, all are showing true coelom. Are we clear with this, guys? See, So different ways the sentences can be framed and the question will be asked to you. Now let's quickly look at the table also. So as soon as we are done with this, we go to the table, okay? Very, very important table, okay? Right? So let us look at the level of organization. Level of organization, coelomates are porifera, cellular, cnidaria, ctenophora, tissue. Platyhelminth mentioned both organ and organ system. So this was the confusion, right? This part was the confusion we said. But we have decided that, okay, we will mark organ level of organization. Aschelminthis se leke chordata tak. Everyone is what? Organ system. Quickly talking about the symmetry. In porifera, now see here, what they have written in porifera. Have they written asymmetrical? Have they written asymmetrical? No. See, NCERT people are very naughty. Okay? They have written various symmetry because majority of the sponges are asymmetrical. But for your NEET exam, remember, majority of the porifera is asymmetrical. Very few of them may show radial symmetry. That's why they have written the various thing here. Okay? But for our exam, we will say asymmetrical. Then, Coelenterata, ctenophora, radial. From Platyhelminthis, Aschelminthis, Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, they are bilateral. Echinodermata, they have written radial. See, they are writing the symmetry for adult organisms. In Echinodermata, they have written radial symmetry for adult. For larva, we should remember it is bilateral. Then we have hemichordata, bilateral chordata, bilateral. Chalo, no problem. Then we have the coelom. Coelom, first 3 phylum absent, first 4 phylums absent. Porifera, Coelenterata, ctenophora, Platyhelminthis, absent, 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 absent. Okay? But we should remember, Coelenterata, ctenophora, diploblastic acoelomate, Platyhelminthis, a triploblastic acoelomate, Aschelminthis will be pseudocoelomate. Then from Annelida to chordata. Annelida to chordata, all are showing true coelom. Are we clear? Yes? Talking about segmentation. Segmentation everywhere is absent. Only at 3 places it is present. Check out. Segmentation present in Annelida, segmentation present in Arthropoda, and then lastly chordata also segmentation present. See, they are telling segmentation. They are telling what? Segmentation is present. Okay? Metameric segmentation also seen in all 3, but segmentation point they have written, it's present in all the groups. Next, digestive system. Talking about digestive system. Porifera digestive system is absent because intracellular digestion occurs. Coelenterata, ctenophora, Platyhelminthis, blind sac body plan, only one opening, so incomplete digestive system. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. Cnidaria, ctenophora, Platyhelminthis, incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. And then for all, starting from Aschelminthis till chordata, everyone will show complete digestive system. Are we clear? Then we have the circulatory system. Circulatory system, porifera absent, they have water canal system, water is flowing in the canals, water canal system. Cnidaria, ctenophora, no circulatory system is there, directly contact with the water, exchange that directly happening with the water. Platyhelminth is also circulatory system absent, Aschelminth is also circulatory system absent, Annelida circulatory system present, that is closed. Arthropoda circulatory system present, that is open. Mollusca circulatory system is present, that is open. Echinodermata, it is present. Circulatory system here is called as water vascular system. In Echinodermata, we will study that the circulatory system is water vascular system. In hemichordata, it is present, but it is open. And then in chordata, it is present, it is closed. So what you can do is, wherever Annelida, Arthropoda, chordata, Annelida and chordata, you will just write complete. Below the present, you just write complete. So एक chordata में present के नीचे complete लिख दो, और एक Annelida में लिख दो present के जगह complete. Yes, and where it is open, present, circulatory system, you will write closed. So sorry, Annelida, chordata, you will write closed circulatory system, and Arthropoda, mollusca, hemichordata, you will write open circulatory system. Clear? Next, respiratory system. Respiratory system we will discuss later when we study the individual phylums, and then going to the body structures, distinctive features. See, respiratory system and distinctive features, guys, we will see individually phylum wise. Because remaining all, if you see, notice, level of organism, symmetry, coelom, segmentation, digestive system, circulatory system, till this we have done. We have done with respect to the basis of classification, all these features we have done. Respiratory system and distinctive features, what every phylum has a typical feature in them, characteristic feature of them, we are going to study in the individual phylums. Are we clear with this, guys? So I think this is enough for today's class, I feel. Yes, guys, that's all. We can stop here. Yes? Anyone having any doubt? Anything you need to ask? Anything you need to clarify? Come on, guys. Come on, guys, waiting for your doubts. Everything clear? Okay. So when on Sunday exam happens, there is basis of classification. In the next class, we will complete Porifera and the Cnidaria phylum very easily. Okay. So next class, one request from my side. Kindly read and come. See, this is long-term class, right? Long-term class. Sunday syllabus is Animal Kingdom till Cnidaria. Till Cnidaria you study. Okay. So one request is that when you come to the next class, see guys, now these are the starting classes. I am going little slow. Okay. I'm not liking though, but I'm going little slow so that you understand my speed of teaching, you understand the pronunciation, you just gel with me properly. Now as we go ahead, the speed will little bit increase because we are long-term students, right? And we need to increase a little bit. Right? Sir, in NCERT, level of organism, Ascalmenthes is not mentioned as organ system. Okay? Let me check. ये क्या है? ये क्या बेटा? ज्योति, please see here ना. ये तो लिखा है ना, तो टेबल में तो दिया है ना. NCERT टेबल दिखा रहा हूँ. Ascalmenthes organ system. Theory में नहीं दिया होगा, हो सकता है. In that theory they might have not mentioned, but here it is given. Okay? So in the next class, okay? In the next class, do read and come Porifera and Cnidaria. Very, very chinna topic is there. Okay? And whatever extra is required, I will teach you there. And on Sunday, we are going to test you for Animal Kingdom from starting till your Cnidaria. And I think the syllabus will be uploaded to you also in your group. Okay? So that's all, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Better come prepare, revise whatever is taught today. We will ask some questions also to you, and we will move on from the phylums now. Now we will start with the proper phylums, Porifera and Cnidaria. Chalo guys. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. See you in the next class. Bye guys.